again, thank you for joining me. Today, let's start standing. So we'll do some moves to warm up, and then I thought we'd start with some lower body exercises. Let's begin with a Pilates roll down with our legs under our body, but about hip distance apart. Stand up really tall, relax your arms, and let's begin by dropping our chin without touching our chest. Start to roll down, flex in the spine, go as low as you're comfortable going, and then come back up. I stay in the position where my legs are a little tiny bit bent. Sometimes I straighten them. The straighter your legs, the more you'll feel that stretch in the back of your legs as you get lower to the floor, but it's up to you. If that doesn't feel comfortable, bend your knees a little bit. Inhale at the top, exhale, roll down. Inhale here, exhale up. And let's do that one more time. Just remember to allow your arms to just relax and hang. Look towards the back of the room and then come back up. Okay, once you're in a standing position, bring your legs back together, hands on your waist, drop your shoulders, go up onto your toes and balance, creating that nice length in your body, and then drop your heels back down. Let's do that one more time. Go up onto your toes, hold, good, and then drop back down. From here, let's just go into some alternating knees, warming up our lower body. Try to stand up nice and tall. If it gets uncomfortable with your hands on your waist, you can always lower your arms. Keep your chest lifted, abs engaged, looking straight ahead, and 4 more, and 3. Keep your hips level, 2, and 1. Now from here, walk your legs out a little wider this time because we're gonna bend our legs, hands on our upper quads, and from here, really try to lengthen your spine. So looking down towards the floor, creating that length in your spine. Now from here, rotate to one side and look. Take it over to the other side, keeping your body weight centered. Gentle rotation, warming up those back muscles, and 4 more, and 3, you got it, and 2, and 1. Now take it to the center, get a little lower if you can. We're gonna work on some squats today. Try to get comfortable with that hinge in the hip, and then take it all the way up. All right, lateral flexion, reach up and over to the side, just holding it for a few seconds, and then switch. Breathe in deep. Exhale over. Good. 2 more. Inhale as you reach. Exhale, side body stretch. 1 more. Inhale and exhale. Now bringing your legs together, I'm going to turn to the side. Let's reach our arms back. We're going to try to extend our spine in a moment. Bring your hands together. Open up the chest, reaching your arms straight, and then release. Bringing your arms close to your body. Let's do that again. So we're in a neutral spine, just reaching our arms back, and then release. Now let's extend. So release so your hands are apart. We're gonna lift our chest looking up towards the ceiling, arching our upper back, and then bring it to neutral, rest your arms by your side. Let's do that again. Reach back, chest to the ceiling, looking up, and then bring it back. All right, I'm gonna turn and face you. So let's start with regular squats where we point our knees and toes straight ahead. Just slowly sit, reach forward, and then stand up tall. You don't have to go low, not yet. We will do some lower squats today if you're comfortable getting low. If not, just go to a position that's comfortable for you. So right now I'm shifting my weight back, feeling it above the knees, no pressure in the knees. We'll do a couple of squats where our knees are forward, but not going too low, just to strengthen the muscles around our knees. Let's do 2 more. Inhale, exhale, 1 more. Inhale, exhale. Now sit back a little, hands on your legs. Lengthen your spine. Let's do some pulses right here. Good. That's it. Send your hips straight back. And 8, and 7, and 6. Curtsy squats after this. We'll step to the side for curtsy squats. So it looks like this. Stand up tall, step to one side, reach your arms. We'll add upper body. The back leg crosses a little bit past the front leg. We tilt our front leg to the side and then repeat on the other side. Reach, stand up tall, toes to the mat, so the back foot, my heels up. I'm tipping my leg a little to the side, leaning my body weight on the outside of the front foot. Let's pick up the pace. Reach, curtsy squat. How about we inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. You got it. And 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Okay, from here, feet wide, laterally rotate your legs. Go into a squat to where you're comfortable. Try not to round your back. Stay long in your spine. Sink a little lower. Reach your arms forward. Hold this position. We're going to rotate to one side, one reaches back. You're probably already feeling that burn in your legs. Take it back and switch arms. Inhale, exhale. Look and follow your arm with your eyes. And 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Hold it right here. Stand up tall. Let's go back into that squat. Try to sit a little lower if you're comfortable. Send your hips straight back. Hold it here for 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand up tall. Walk your legs back in. We'll go back to that in just a moment, but point your knees and toes straight ahead. Imagine you're holding either weights or a bar with a little bit of weight, and we're going to hinge forward, feel the stretch in our hamstring, and then come back up. With these moves, feel free to soften your knees a little so there's a slight bend if it feels uncomfortable in the knee area as you hinge forward. Keep going. I'm going to turn to the side. So imagine the weight in your hands, allow it to just hang down. So try not to hold it up, just down towards the floor, and then pull your body back up. Let's bring it down, flat back, and up. 2 more. Inhale and exhale. You got it. 1 more. Inhale and exhale. Okay, the next exercise, bring your legs together, hands on your waist. Lift one leg up. We're going to do a little bit of balance exercises. Hold your knee up towards the ceiling. If this is too much or you're feeling any stress in the back, lower your knee a little bit. Stay right here looking straight ahead. Let's slowly switch legs. Keep your hips level. Lift your other leg, closing that hip flexor. Hold, pressing into the floor with the standing leg, and lower down. Now this next one I will face you again. So again, a balance challenge, switch legs. We're gonna grab onto one leg and turn it out, placing your leg on the bottom leg. So my bottom leg's bent a little bit. Release if you can, reach forward and sit back. Little challenge. If you're not comfortable with this, you can continue to support the top leg. So my bottom leg's bent just a little bit, and then come back up. Switch legs. Take the other leg. So I lean over a little, I'm grabbing onto my leg, placing it, oops, lost my balance. Placing my leg on the bottom leg. I'm bending it so it's easier to hold that leg there and then release. Sending your hips back. You should feel a nice stretch here. That bottom leg's working in a one-legged squat. Again, you can continue to hold if you like, or reach, and then come back up. Switch legs again. This time, grab your ankle or your heel into that quad stretch. But from here, we're gonna do a one-legged squat. You can stay in this position, or I'm gonna place my hand on my waist. Bend that bottom leg 8 times. Inhale, exhale, just a little bend. So now my knee's going a little bit forward, strengthening the muscles around my knee. Good, we won't go deep, we'll just do a little bend, and 1 more. Okay, release and switch legs. Grab onto your other ankle, point your knee down, hand on your waist, hips level. Try to open up this area by bringing your knee down and back. And then bend and straighten. Inhale, exhale. 6, 5, you got it. 4, 3, just 2 more. And 1. Release. Let's go back to that turnout squat. From here, we're going to stay lengthened in our spine, bend our legs like we did earlier without rounding our back. Try to go as low as you can. We're going to take our hands to the mat, shifting our weight to one side. If you're not comfortable with that, you can stay here or you can continue with laterally rotated squats. If you'd like to go all the way down, we're going to bend and reach, sitting back. Now shift your weight to one side. My heel lifts, but you might be flexible enough in your ankle that you can keep your foot flat. This foot just stays pretty much the same, and then shift to the other side. Good, a nice stretch for those posterior muscles. Sometimes this can help if your lower back feels really stiff. Going into deep squats can sometimes help feel a little release and that stiffness in your back. Keep going, let's do 2 more. Shift one side, shift to the other. Bring it to the center. Lengthen your spine, hips back, bring your hands to your legs, and slowly lengthen. You got it. Walk your feet in. Let's go to alternating knees again, but a little quicker. All right, strengthen the hips here. Stay long in your spine. Look straight ahead. And let's continue with one leg, doing quite a few so you feel it in your hip. Now, if you feel like you're leaning and your hip has to go up to get your leg, Just go a little lower. You can even bring it to a low kick if you'd like. Good, stabilizing your lower spine and pelvis. So not rounding each time you kick or knee. Keep going. 16 more on this side. We'll work on mobility in the hips today, strengthen that area as well, strengthening our knee area. And 8, 7, 6, and 5. If you can, lift higher. 3, 2, and 1, and lower down. Okay, rest for a moment, shake your legs out. Let's switch. If you need a little break with your arms, bring them down. Hips level, other knee up. Lift, lift, tap the floor lightly, and continue. Lifting your knee back up. Hands here or down. Keep going. That's it. Good, and 16 more. Pulling those abs in and up. Shoulders drop down. Length here, no tension in the trap area. 8 more. 7, 6, and 5. Keep going. 4, 3, 2, and 1, and release. The next one, I'm gonna turn to the side. Okay, legs about hip distance apart, arms down. Go up onto your toes and balance. Now we're gonna stay long in our body, leaning back, bringing our knees forward just a little bit. So I'm staying on my toes. My knees shift forward, my body leans back, but I'm staying long from my head, shoulders, hip, and knee. Then I come back up, legs straight, lower my heels down. Let's repeat. Up onto your toes. Lean back, knees forward. Come back up to a tall position and lower down. 2 more. Lift up onto your toes. Lean back, knees forward. You can go a little deeper if you'd like. It's up to you. If it feels good in the knee area, try deeper. You can hold a chair, a wall if you prefer, and down. 1 more. Up, knees forward. Come back up. Now we're going to change it a little. Go back up onto your toes, this time in the raised position with our heels up. We're going to go into a squat where we sit back, reach forward, but stay on your toes. Come back up nice and tall, crown of your head to the ceiling. Lower your heels. Let's repeat. Go up. Now we hinge here as we reach back and balance on our toes. Come back up. Feel free to try going a little lower if your knees feel good. Let's repeat. Lift. Squat, take your time, come back up, don't lower your heels, and down. 1 more time, lift up, look straight ahead as you squat. Feel free to lower your eyes if you're going deeper. Come back up, and lower down. All right, from here, let's take it all the way down. Hands to the mat, lower your hips, try to getting your hips down close to your heels. Stay right here. My heels are lifted. I'm on my toes and I'm looking down. From here, we're gonna walk our hands forward onto our knees, right into cat back stretch. So hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips, and when you're ready, tuck your tailbone, round your back, flex the spine, keep your arms straight. Slowly go through neutral and extend. In this position, pull your abs a little closer to your spine. And again, exhale, round. Inhale, extend. 2 more. 1 more. And bring it to a nice neutral position. Now in this neutral position, let's do 1 side bend on each side. So from here, we're gonna look like we're looking for our hip. So our hip moves in the same direction that we're doing that little side bend. And then over to the other side, so just lateral flexion. But moving your hip towards your shoulder. Bring it to the center, and now let's sit back in a child pose stretch. Bringing your legs close. Try it with your legs close. Lower your hips, reach your arms. Stay in this position and take a couple of deep breaths. Inhale, expand the rib cage. Exhale, let all the air out. 1 more time, and on your exhale, round your body back up. Come forward to high extension where our knees are down. We're arching our back, but really engaging those abs so we're comfortable in this position. And then move your hips back. And let's do an exercise here to strengthen the posterior muscles. So my legs together, my hands apart, my arms are straight. Lift your right arm and left leg and just hold it there. Find the balance. trying to keep your hips the same. So try not to rotate and lift one hip. That can be challenging. Use your hamstring and glute to hold your leg in this position and then lower down. Switch, opposite arm to leg. So we lift our arm position. My arm's reaching and I'm trying to keep it straight. My eyes are looking down so my head's not below my arm. My shoulder, I'm trying to keep it away from my ear. And my leg is nice and straight. And lower down. Okay, let's alternate and go a little faster. So opposite arm to leg, lift, lower. Stabilize the core. Try not to arch as your arm and leg lifts. Let's exhale as we lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Just 4 more. 2 more. 1 more. And lower down. Okay, from here, let's take it to a plank. Stretch your legs out straight. If this is uncomfortable, you can always drop one knee. If you're doing okay, let's stay here for about 8 seconds. 7. Reach with your heels. Get a little stretch in the calves. 3, 2, 1, and lower your knees. All right, from here, let's turn and take it to a seated position. Starting with your legs crossed. Try to lengthen your spine in this position. If it's not comfortable, you can always take a foot out or both feet out. Sitting up really tall, drop your shoulders down. Hold it here. Go into rotation. Hang onto your leg and turn as far as you can. Sitting up tall and over to the other side. Take it to the center, and now let's bring our legs out in front with our feet on the mat. Hold your hamstrings. Use your arms to help support your body so you can really lengthen. Close in this area, lengthening the back of your leg to your glute. Now lean back. We're going to tuck the tailbone and hold it in an area where you're comfortable. The higher and the easier it'll be, the lower, the harder it will be. And then reach, stabilize here. Let's take 4 deep breaths. Inhale, expand the rib cage. Exhale, pull those abdominals in as you exhale. 3 more breaths. 2 more. Inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth, and pull those abs in. 1 more. Inhale, sit up tall. Lengthen your spine again, and now let's take it all the way down. Stretch your legs out straight. Let's go into spine stretch forward first, and then start to roll back. Tuck the tailbone and take it all the way down. Reach your arms. Let's lower our arms by our ears without arching our back. So we're going to try to keep the back of the rib cage nice and heavy on the mat. Lift your arms back up and then lower your arms down. That helps stretch the shoulder area. Bend your legs in, but keep them close together. Windshield wiper stretch. Drop your legs to one side, slowly lift them over to the other side and repeat. Take your time with this. 2 more. And 1 more. All right, bring your legs back to the center. Place your legs hip distance apart, pelvic rock, and then we'll start to work the core. Bring your lower back into the mat. Tilt the pelvis into a posterior tilt. If we were standing, we would say tilt the pelvis back. Now do the opposite. Tilt the pelvis forward and create a bridge under your lower back. And go back and forth, moving the lower spine, moving the hips, helping create a little comfortable movement there where you don't feel tight. 2 more. 1 more. Now take it to the center, level out your hips. There might be a little space between your lower back and the mat. Neutral position of your body. Bring your legs together and now lift one leg into tabletop without pressing your lower back in the mat. If your lower back's on the mat, just make sure it feels nice and light. Lower that leg down and slowly switch. Stay in neutral and then lower down. Okay, now walking your legs hip distance apart. We're gonna curl it up. If you find that when you curl it up, you like pressing your lower back into the mat, that's fine. Stay right here. I'm tilting my chin down and keeping it back. Hold it and breathe. Reaching my arms. 1 more breath. And on your exhale, roll it down nice and slow. All right, let's pick up the pace. Take your hands behind your head. Move your elbows lower to the mat for a moment, just to feel an open stretch in the chest and shoulders. Now bring your elbows to side view and curl it up. Let's continue here with little moves up and down and up and down. Each time I lift, I'm thinking of sliding my rib cage closer to my hips in front. I'm flexing my spine, just like when we do the Pilates roll down, the first half of that Pilates roll down, we're flexing. It's not a deep flexion, just a little curve to get those abdominals to work. 8 more, 8 and 7, excuse me, 6 and 5, keep going, 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Lower down, release, bring your arms to your side. Lift your legs up and now bring your lower back into the mat. Contract those abs to keep your lower back on the mat. Reach your arms up. So from here, we're gonna lower our right arm and left leg. In a minute, we're gonna make this a little harder by curling up. But let's just practice the move first and then come back up. Switch, left arm, right leg. Keep pressing your lower back into the mat. You'll notice if you lift your lower back, your abs get to relax a little more, which is fine. We're strengthening in neutral, but if you keep pressing your lower back into the mat, you'll get a nice ab workout. Now lift up, let's do 2 more. Right arm, left leg lowers. Keep your lower back pressed into the mat. Lift, and 1 more time. And lift. Now, let's curl it up. We're gonna do the same thing in a curled up position. Right arm, left leg. Come up. Left arm, right leg. Come up, make sure you're breathing. Exhale, opposite arm to leg. Come up. If it's too much for you, roll back and continue here. Keep going, 6 more. 6, strong core, and up. Take your time, reach your legs so it's nice and straight. Pull it back in. You don't have to go low, you can go a little higher, which won't be as difficult on the core muscles, but you're still gonna get a good workout. Or if you really want to challenge, go low, keeping your back on the mat. 2 more. 1 more. And hug both knees. Rest for about 10 seconds, right into the next exercise. Take 1 foot to the mat, stretch 1 leg up, cross it over the bottom leg. Keeping your arms by your side, lift your top bottom foot. Stay in this position, feeling that stretch in the hip area. Take your hands behind your head, and we're gonna curl it up, getting close to our top leg. Lower down just a little bit, and then right back up. Exhale, inhale. Now the bottom foot, you can tap the floor lightly and then come back up. It's up to you. Just try not to rest in this open position here. So it's lift and tap light. Lots of control. My elbows are inside view, comfort from my shoulders, keeping your chin away from your chest. And 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Okay, roll all the way down now. Open your elbows. Stretch the top leg up. Flex your foot before we switch sides. Building in a little stretching. Point your foot and lower down. Switch legs. Kick, cross over. Lift the bottom leg. Hold it right here for a moment. Feel that stretch in your hip. Now curl it up, getting closer to the top leg. Keeping your chin away from your chest. Tilt it down and back. Now open, tap the floor, come up. Tap, come up. Tap, come up. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. 8, 7, 6, 5, and 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, lower all the way down. Kick the top leg up, lower your elbows to the mat, flex your foot, reach with your heel. Point and lower down. All right, release your arms, stretch your legs out straight. Let's do a roll up to come up. As soon as I straighten my legs, I contract every muscle in my leg and I draw my abs in. Lift your arms up, lower them by your ears. Let's go up to a seated position. Big inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, peel your spine up off the mat. If you get stuck, kick your leg. Spine stretch forward. Stack your spine to sit up tall. Flex your feet and hold this stretch. You got it. Point your feet and lower your arms. The next exercise, we're gonna go back onto our forearms and bend our legs in. If you feel tight in the shoulders, this might feel like a nice stretch for you. We are gonna work abs in this position. So I'm trying to tuck the tailbone a little bit, pulling my lower abs in. I'm gonna lift my legs to a tabletop position. From here, we're gonna take 1 leg at a time, tap, switch. Lightly tapping the floor. So we're stabilizing our spine. Each time you lower your leg, we're trying not to arch. Keep in that curved position the entire time. We're gonna get a little harder with this, a little more challenging, but you can continue here if you'd like. 4 more. Exhale, inhale, 3, you got it, 2, and 1. All right, from here, stretch your legs out straight. Gets pretty intense. Just make sure you're not losing that connection with your abs. Abs in strong and bend. You can drop one foot. This would be the modification. Stretch and bend. Do 4 or 5 and then switch legs. But if you're doing okay, both legs. And in. And in. No movement in your back. Keep going. Take your time. Let's go a little slower. And in. And in. 4 more. Reach. And in. 3 more. 2 more. And 1 more. Bend and lower your feet down. Let's come up and do a little stretch for our shoulders. Hold on to your legs for a moment. Stretch. Give your neck a little break. I know in that position it can hit your neck muscles, fatigue. Now from here, we're gonna reach back with one hand, fingers pointing towards the back. Reach back with the other hand. Feel free to move your feet in because now we're gonna lift our hips and move our hips away from our shoulders. Hold this stretch. Stay lifted in the chest a little bit. Try not to sink down below your shoulders too much. Keeping those lats a little connected. Now use your feet to push away and move back. Shake your arms out. Feel that little release and break in the shoulder area. All right, from here, let's cross our legs. Come back onto our hands and knees, back into a plank position. Lengthen your body. Hold it here. Perfect alignment. So keeping your head in line with your body. If your hips are even, you'll feel it more in the core. If your hips are up, it'll be a little break on the core. Hold it 8 seconds. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, drop one knee. We're gonna go back to lifting our leg, just focusing on the glutes for now by adding a little kick and kick and kick. Keep going, keeping that same alignment in the upper body. Even though we're working glutes, we wanna make sure we position ourselves in the perfect position. And 8 more. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now hold it up and then slowly bend, keeping the glutes exactly the same. Lower down and switch legs. Send your other leg out. Pull those abs in and kick and kick and kick. Try not to move your body. 16 more. 12 more. All right, just 8 more. Leg nice and straight so you feel it in the glutes. And 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep the glutes the same. Bend your leg lower down. Come up to a high kneeling position. I'm going to turn and face you for the next exercise. Stay on your knees. Stretch one leg out. The leg that's out, you can laterally rotate it. Take your hands behind your head. We're going to go over to one side, back up, using those core muscles to lift you over to the other side. Obliques working here. Long in the spine, so pull the abs in and up, but don't lift your shoulders. Shoulders down. Let's inhale and exhale. You got it. Inhale and exhale. Perfect. 4 more. And 3. Good. And 2. And 1. Now stay here. We're going to bring one hand to the floor and lift that bottom leg. Reach your top leg up and hold it here. I like to turn my palm forward, but any position that's comfortable for the arm that's reaching. Let's do some side kicks, working the outer thigh. Stay steady in your body. Reach your leg straight out in line with your body, not forward. Good. Keep going. Now in this position, I turn my leg from a laterally rotated position back to parallel so I can get the glutes involved, keeping the leg in that parallel position. Good. Keep going. And 8, 7, 6, and 4. Pull the abs in. 2 and 1. Hold it. And now sit back. Let's go over to the other side. Come up to a high kneeling. Stretch the other leg out. Once your foot's there, laterally rotate, hands behind your head. Side bend to one side. Back up tall. Over to the other side. Back up tall. So I'm keeping my lats connected, holding my shoulders in neutral. The crown of my head's reaching up, and I'm pulling my lower abs in and up here. Inhale, exhale, 4 more. And 3. And 2, you got it. And 1. Okay, we're gonna take it over to the other side. Our hand goes down, our leg goes up, and we lift the top arm. Turn your leg in so the top of your leg's facing forward. Side kicks. Good, you might feel it in that bottom leg. But keep going, push yourself. Good, steady body. Looking straight ahead. Nice straight leg. Make sure the glutes are working by keeping the leg straight out in line with your body. All right, 16 more. Only 12 more. That's it, and 8 more. Really think about those abs. Pull them in, but keep breathing. And 4, 3, 2, hold it up, reach, and lower down. Sitting back on your heels. Let's do a little bit for upper body. Reach your arms, sit up tall. If you're not comfortable, take it to high kneeling or cross your legs. Let's start by circling our arms. Spend a few minutes on upper body. Control the circle. Don't move your body with your arms. And let's go the other way. Good, 8 more, 7, 6, 5, and 4, 3, 2. Now from here, bend your arms like you're in a push-up position. Let's take it down to a push-up. So I'm gonna turn to the side, angle my fingers in, and I'm gonna stretch my legs out. After the first push-up, if you find it's too much, lower your knees down and do the push-ups here. Let's do 4 push-ups. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. 2 more. 1, hold it up and walk your hands back just for a little break. You can sit all the way back and circle your hands around. Downward dog stretch. We're gonna work a little on shoulders. So hands in a position that's comfortable for downward dog, legs a little apart, toes on the mat. Lift your knees. If you prefer not to do the downward dog, stay here. If you're okay going upside down, stretch those legs out. Now with our hands angled in a little tiny bit, fingers in, elbows pointing out, we're gonna bend, bringing the top of our head lower to the mat. So we bend, excuse me, press away. Inhale, exhale, 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Hold your arms straight, lower your knees down. Sit back on your heels. Reach your arms up and let's pull our arms down, extending our back. Lift your arms up, look neutral, straight ahead. Exhale, pull. Inhale, straight ahead. So now focusing on the lats. We're gonna go back into that shoulder press, a couple of more upper body exercises. 4, straight ahead. 3, straight ahead. 2. All right, without a break, lower your arms back to that downward dog position. Lift your knees. Again, you can stay here or stretch your legs out. When you're ready, shoulder press. How about 4? Bend, push away. 3, push away. 2, 1. Hold it up and lower down. All right, from here, drop down to your forearm. Stretch your legs out. Shift your body weight forward and back. So in this long position from my head to my heels, I'm moving my body forward and back. Of course, this will work the glutes, but you're gonna feel it in your shoulders and arms. 3, and 2, and 1. Hold it back, lower your knees, and let's take it all the way down to the mat. Stretch your arms out. Let's go to swimming prep. My eyes are looking straight down. Lift your right arm, left leg, keeping it straight. Lift your left arm, right leg. Continue alternating. You don't have to lift high. You can lift a tiny bit. And think of length. Arm straight, leg straight. It can be challenging to do this exercise and straighten your arm all the way. Work that tricep. Straighten and lower. Lift and lower. Continue alternating. Opposite arm to leg. 8 more. Lift your knee right off the mat. 4 more. Exhale. Inhale. 3, 2, and and 1. Okay, right into the swimming exercise. That's the prep. Lift your arms and legs if you'd like to try the swimming. My arms and legs are lifted. Now I'm going to go into kicking my arms and legs, keeping my legs parallel. They're not wide, they're in line with my hips. You can go a little faster if you feel like you've got it. Keep your body steady. Kick your arms and legs as fast as you can. If you start to rock a lot, just slow it down again. Concentrate on steadiness in your body. Don't bend your knee. 8 seconds. And 4 seconds. All right, hold your arms and legs still. Even them out and then lower down. Just a little more for posterior muscles. Bend your arms, placing your forehead on your hands, one hand on top of the other. Bring your legs wide and laterally rotate them. Bend your legs where your feet come together, but your knees are wide. Lift your toes to the ceiling and then lower down. At the same time, the next one, lift your upper body and lower down. So my feet stay connected. I'm trying to lift a little bit my knees off the mat. You'll notice it's pretty intense. Even though you don't move a lot, this can be challenging. Toes to the ceiling and lower. Exhale, inhale. Going into extension. Great move if you do a lot of sitting throughout the day. Wonderful to contract those posterior muscles, getting them working. And 8 and lower. Breathe. Keep going, just 4 more. Reach your elbows wide. 3, toes to the ceiling, and 2, and 1. Okay, stretch your legs out. Bring your legs back in. Lift your upper body up, come up onto your forearms. Stay in this extension position. Shoulders away from your ears. Now pull your abs away from the mat, but stay in extension. Hold it for a few seconds longer. And now elbows wide and lower down. Again, we're going to turn and roll onto our back. Couple more exercises on our back, working core. It's almost time to stretch. Legs apart so you're comfortable. When you're ready, lower your chin, curl your neck first, and lift your body up. Reach your arms. Lift your legs to tabletop. Stay right here and breathe. Now we're going to go into single leg stretch, but pulling the top leg in, stretch the bottom leg out, slowly switch. Now, if your neck gets tired, you can do the same move right here. Still working the core. I like to try to keep my lower back on the mat, but again, if you're in neutral where your lower back's lifted, that's okay too. It won't be as intense in the core, but it kind of works a nice, well-rounded strength move if you're in neutral. So both you can benefit. 8 more. Let's try to stay up if you're doing okay. 7. Make this a little more intense. 6. 4 more. Pull that top leg in. 3. Reach the bottom leg. 2 and 1. Okay, rest back, but hold your hamstrings. Stretch your legs up, flex your feet. Let's do an inner thigh stretch. Reach your legs wide, but you can continue to support your legs with your arms and hands. Hold it, go as wide as you like. Point your toes and lift your legs back up. Okay, curl it up again. Let's go into scissors. Let's pulse the top leg for 2. Switch. 1, 2, switch. Exhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. Keep going. Switch. Switch. 4 more. And 3. And 2. And 1. Inhale, both legs up. Exhale, bend your knees. Lower everything down. Relax your neck for a moment. Okay, curl it back up. Lift your legs to tabletop. Reach your arms. Single leg stretch with your arms reaching for 8, 7. Hold it up. 6, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend everything in. Rest for a moment. Now, let's support our head. Curl it up again. It's going to get a little harder. Stretch your legs out. Hold it right there. Stabilize your body. Now, a little walk. So we're moving our legs, but we're trying our best to keep our hips steady. If this is too much, you can always bend your legs in. Continue to lift your shoulders and breathe, allowing your head to rest into your hands. If you're doing okay here, 8 more. 7, 6, 5, 3, 2, and 1. Legs together. Roll it back. All right, let's do one more exercise. Curl it up, stretch your legs out, roll back, bend your legs in. Exhale up. If you need a little break in your legs when you roll back, Drop your heels to your glutes. Exhale up. Inhale. Exhale up. Inhale, just 4 more. Breathe. Last 2, put a lot into it. Pull those abs in. 1 more. And roll back. Hold your legs to give your core muscles a little break. Drop 1 foot to the mat. Continue to pull the top leg in. Stay right here. Great job. We're going to stretch this top leg up. Hang on to your hamstring and just flex your foot. Reach with your heel. Feel that nice stretch. You want a deeper stretch? You can lengthen the bottom leg out all the way to the mat with the bottom leg. Continue to keep the top foot flexed. Hold. Holding these stretches longer to increase flexibility. Point your toe, and now let's switch. Drop that foot down. Send the other leg up closer to your body. Lengthen. I'm holding my hamstring. Flex your foot. Feel that nice stretch. Hang out here for a few seconds. And then if you'd like, lower the bottom leg all the way to the mat. Keep flexing that top leg. Stretch those posterior muscles that can get tight if you do a lot of sitting. Point your toe and release. All right, legs together, arms wide or anywhere that's comfortable for you. Lower your legs to one side, look the opposite way, and now let's hold this stretch. Let's hold it 20 seconds on this side, 20 seconds on the other side. Rotation, a good move to get comfortable with. The squats that we did at the beginning, great for posterior muscles, for keeping your body very mobile. Let's switch over to the other side now and hold. If you can get into deep squats, getting comfortable with going down onto the floor, increasing the flexibility. Sometimes the ankle area prevents you from getting really low in a squat. So we'll do a stretch in just a moment for the lower leg, foot, ankle. All right, lift your legs back up. Let's hold the back of our legs and roll it all the way up. Starting with your legs crossed, just sitting up tall, stacking the spine. And now I'm going to turn and face you with my legs out. Hold the back of your mat for support, arms straight. Flex your feet and just hold there, increasing that flexibility in the back of your legs. If your legs are bent, see if you can straighten them. Toes back towards your shin. Good. Now point. Perfect. Now take one leg, we're going to bend it in, moving one leg out to the side. We're going to rotate and reach one arm up and over towards that leg. Once you're in this position, flex that bottom foot and reach. Imagine you're trying to reach for your foot. Hold, so you get that side body stretch, the calf and hamstring stretch, and bring it back up. Switch legs. Other leg out, move that leg out wide. Rotate towards the bent leg and then up and over. The bottom arm, I just keep it on the mat for a little bit of support or on the floor. Side body stretch, you should feel this in the side body. Flex the bottom foot, toes to the ceiling, hold it. And come back up. A little more for your feet. So we're gonna bend our legs, hold one leg up, you can hold the calf or the hamstring, and just simply circle your foot around. And then the other way. Place that leg down and switch. Again, I'm leaning back, holding my leg either here or here, and just circle. Take your time. Get as much movement in your ankle as possible. Go the other way. Good. And place it down. Now let's cross our leg. Sit up really tall again. You can go to kneeling if you'd like. Relax your arms, just a quick stretch for our neck. And then we're all done. We'll finish with that deep breath in. Feel that stretch here. Let's go over to the other side. Good. And bring it to the center. All right, let's finish with a deep breath. Exhale, reach wide. One more time, breathe in as deep as you can. And exhale. Thank you, everyone. Have a good day, and I'll hope to see you tomorrow at 12.